Good morning from KMVT.
Good morning, Southern Idaho. I'm Jacob Dizon. Here's a look at your digital news update. The Pentagon has agreed to construct a new Qatar Air Force facility at Mountain Home Air Force Base. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth made the announcement during an enhanced honor cordon arrival ceremony at the Pentagon with Qatar's Minister of Defense. The facility will host Qatari F-15 fighter jets and pilots, allowing for joint training operations with U.S. forces. According to the Department of Defense, Qatar joins the Singaporean Air Force, who also has a presence at the base. Hegseth says the project reflects the depth of U.S.-Qatari defense partnership.
The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership.
This step strengthens interoperabilities, enhance joint readiness, and advance our shared defense goals. Mr. Secretary, together we will continue to deepen this strategic partnership in pursuit of lasting peace and shared security. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Hegseth also credits Qatar for the country's efforts in the signing of the Gaza peace plan on Wednesday. An Idaho doctor accused of sexually assaulting one of his patients has now had his medical license suspended. 45-year-old Alexander Wills is charged with felony forcible penetration by use of a foreign object. According to his website, he's from Twin Falls and most recently worked as a psychiatrist in Boise. Police say officers investigated a report of sexual assault last month and detectives discovered a doctor-patient relationship. The Idaho State Board of Medicine suspended Will's medical license last week, citing multiple court cases and their ability to act through an emergency proceeding in a situation involving an immediate danger to the public. His next scheduled court date is October 27th. We were supposed to learn the mental status of accused murderer Benjamin Naylor on Friday in Burley. However, Judge Scott Lindstrom, who oversaw the mental status hearing Friday morning, decided to postpone it after learning that a progress report from the mental health unit at the corrections facility in Kuna holding Naylor has not completed their evaluation yet. Part of the court's concern is to determine if Naylor can even communicate and work with his lawyer during the trial. Naylor was charged with the murder of 4 people in both Minidoka and Cassia counties back on July 8th. He did not appear in court and remains at the mental health unit in Kuna. Judge Lindstrom has postponed the hearing until October 24th, when the court hopes to have the mental status report. Yesterday was the final day for Trailing of the Sheep's Festival, ending with a parade of sheep swarming the streets. What you see here is 1,500 sheep moving down Main Street to their winter pastures. It's all part of the big sheep parade. The parade also featured the Scottish, Basque, and the Peruvian community, which played a role in bringing the sheep industry to the Wood River Valley area. The parade wraps up with a multi-day Trailing of the Sheep Festival. Executive Director of Trailing of the Sheep, Laura Musbass-Drake, says the many events leading up to the parade show the impact of the sheep industry on the area.
It's living history, it's Idaho history, and our goal is to celebrate the sheep and keep the stories alive and have people understand the work of sheep ranching and sheep herding in Idaho and in the West.
She says they estimate 6,500 people come to the area during the festival. They come not just for the parade, but the many events leading up to it.
They had a lecture in the community library about the history of sheep herding in the valley, and just, the build-up. You see the chairs starting on Friday night, and then everyone's out here, and people travel from far and wide. It's super fun.
After the parade, there was music and other festivities in Ketchum City Square for the rest of the afternoon. Now let's check in with Heather Ann Wagner for a look at your weather.
Good morning and happy Monday. We are starting the day a little bit calmer. Let's take a look at our hometown highs for today. Mostly in the 40s and the 50s for the Wood River Valley. Now we are going to start the day cloudy, and then we have about a 60% chance in the Wood River Valley of having some afternoon and evening showers. Now for the Magic Valley, the northern Magic Valley, mostly in the 60s. Again, mostly cloudy, about a 40% chance of everywhere else seeing some showers come into the evening and overnight hours. For Twin Falls County, mostly in the 50s and 60s today. It is going to be a very cloudy day today outside of those chances of rain as we head into the evening. For the Mini-Cassia region, mostly in the 50s and 60s today. Again, lots of cloud cover and that chance of afternoon and evening rain.
That was a look at your digital news update. We'll be back with more of your local news today at noon. Until then, you can also send us story ideas by sending an email to news@kmvt.com.